What's up, everybody? This is the Gridiron Gilly Show, and I'm the host, Gridiron Gilly. This show is for anybody who's ever worn pads or worn out the remote watching football. You don't have to play the game, you just have to love the game, and I hope that's why you're here. First thing I want to say, the Kansas City Chiefs are dead. They're done. Travis Kelce, he's not playing like he used to. He still catches the ball. He still can score touchdowns. But he just don't seem like he cares anymore. He seems like he can hang it up after this year. Hell, if he wanted to, he'd probably hang it up during the season. What's he got to lose? But yes, the Chiefs are dead. The AFC is going to run through Baltimore or Buffalo, and it looks like it's going to be Buffalo so far. But this is only week one. Anyways, I'm just going to recap a couple games from week one NFL, week two college football, and then I'm going to break down a few games for this upcoming week. However, let's talk about Illinois at Duke. I had the over on the points on that one, so therefore I won. I had Baylor plus 2.5 at SMU. Baylor won that game in overtime, so I won. Where I screwed the pooch, I had Kansas plus 6.5 at Missouri. That did not happen. Missouri won and covered. I had Texas State at UTSA money line. Texas State won. I had Arizona State at Mississippi State. Arizona State to cover minus 6.5. Mississippi State won. And then I had Michigan at Oklahoma. Michigan plus 4.5. That didn't happen. Oklahoma won. So, yeah, I screwed up on all of that. But Vandy at Virginia Tech, I predicted Vandy money line. That did happen. My NFL games that I predicted, I had I had the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly minus 8.5. They won, but they didn't cover. I had Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay money line. I almost took the over on the points. Thankfully, I didn't because they didn't pan out. But Green Bay did win. And then the last game, I had the Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. I had Baltimore money line. Buffalo won on the last second field goal. Probably game of the year, and it's only week one. But that was last week. Let's talk about this week. This week, I've got 10 games for you. I've got 6 college and 4 NFL games. This past weekend, I went 4-6, 40%. That's unacceptable. I'm going to get better. Just stick around. Stay with me this season. I promise you I'll get better because I got to stop betting with my heart and start betting with this right here. I just got to use my noggin and just stop. I just got to be smart about it, okay? So the first game I have this week, I have Colorado at Houston. That game is Friday night. Houston is the favorite, minus 4.5. The total is 43.5. If you're betting money line, that's Houston minus 205, Colorado plus 170. Houston is 2-0. They played SFA. They played Rice. No, that's no competition right there. Colorado lost to Georgia Tech. They beat Delaware. Caden Salter, he's an okay quarterback. He's not Shooter Sanders, but I think they'll still score a lot of points this game and this season. Then you got Connor Wigman. Things didn't work out for him in College Station, but now he's in Houston. He's got a good head coach. I think if the program's going to get flipped around, I think Fritz is the guy to do it. I've said that several times. I think they can score. I don't know who's going to win this game. I haven't seen enough from either team 2 or 3 weeks into the season. But I know both teams can score points nonetheless. So 43.5 points, that's not a lot of points to me. I'm taking the over on that. I'm taking over 43.5 points. I feel like this game will be 20-something to 20-something or 20-something to 30-something. Late game interception will seal it. Then I've got number 6, Georgia at number 15, Tennessee. Georgia's the favorite, minus 3.5. The total on that one's 50.5. Georgia money line's plus 162. Tennessee is plus 136. Game day is going to be here. Game day was in Athens last year for this game where the Georgia Bulldogs won. However, Nico's not in town. There's a new sheriff. His name is Joey Aguilar. Will Tennessee win this game? I don't know. We know Georgia prides herself on defense. Carson Beck's not in the picture no more either. They got this cat, Gunnar Stockton. He's looking to get Georgia back on track, get them back in the playoff, and get them back in the national championship picture. Because even when Georgia was down last year, they still won the Southeastern Conference. Tennessee, they got thumped by Ohio State in the playoff. I think that was round 1, too. But guess what? Ohio State won the Natty, so it don't look so bad on you, Tennessee. What am I going to do here? This game's at Rocky Top in Knoxville. Game day's there. The crowd's going to be in it. The crowd's going to be hyped. They're going to be excited. They're going to be behind their Volunteers. Will Georgia win? I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to say Tennessee plus 3.5. I'm going to stick to that. I'm not going to change my mind. I will put that in on DraftKings right now, Tennessee plus 3.5. Because I think, like I said, the momentum is going to be in Tennessee's favor. Whether they turn the ball over or not, I still think Tennessee, the crowd will stay behind them. The whole game is going to be exciting for them. They may win, but I'm not going to bet that. I'm going to bet Tennessee plus 3.5 because I think Georgia can win this game by field goal late in the game to seal it. Which, if they win by a field goal and the score's tied, that 3.5, I'll still win my money. So that's what I like. I think it's a safe bet. Next game, number 18, South Florida at number 5, Miami. Miami is the favorite, minus 16.5. Total's 54.5. If you're betting money line, that's Miami minus 800 and South Florida plus 550. South Florida's 2-0. Miami's 2-0. Hell, game day should be here this week. South Florida, they just beat Boise State. They just beat Florida. They upset Florida. I don't see how Napier still has a job, but oh well. Alex Golesh, he's the head coach in South Florida. He was actually the offensive coordinator in Knoxville whenever the goalpost came down after Tennessee beat Alabama at home. And the goalpost got thrown in the river. Heupel was hitting that cigar. So, yeah, this guy, he's no stranger to upsetting teams. He's already done it twice this year, Alex Golesh, so to speak. However, I think South Florida is a good team, and I think they will be a great team. I think they are likely to be the G5 team. I know the spread last week with Florida was kind of like this one. It was double-digit spread in Florida's favor. In Florida, they screwed up. I don't see Miami doing that. I think Miami's a better team. They have a better coach. They have a better all-around team, and their defense is 10 times better than it was last year. Miami minus 800. That's the bet. That's what I'm placing. Next game, Arkansas at number 17, Ole Miss. Mississippi is the favorite, minus 9.5. The total 62.5. Ole Miss money line minus 340. Arkansas plus 270. A smart man would say Ole Miss money line, even Ole Miss to cover maybe. Ole Miss by 40. A smart man may even take the points on that. Am I a smart man? I don't know. I got a high school diploma, and that's all I've got. However, I think this is Sam Pittman. This is that year for him. If he loses this game, which is he's expected to lose, so I don't think he'll get fired. But I think if he finds himself with 3 or 4 losses within the next month, if he loses 3 or 4 games before mid-October, I think he will be without a job. So I think Sam Pittman, I think his guys like him. I think Fayetteville's behind him. I've heard a lot of the guys on the team support him when they don't have to. You know, when you're an underwhelming program like they are every year, it'd be easy to transfer out or want to start fresh. But you have guys transferring into this program because they believe in Sam Pittman and what he has to offer. So I think these guys are going to play hard for him. They're going to play tough. And I think Arkansas covers. I think I'm going to take Arkansas plus 9.5 on that one because, to me, 9.5 is a lot of points, even though they're playing on the road. Next game, Florida at number 3, LSU. LSU minus 9.5. Total is 49.5. If you're betting money on LSU minus 335, Florida plus 280. Florida just got embarrassed. Didn't have much showing on the offensive side of the ball. Defense was okay. But like I just said that their coach needs to be fired. I said it last year. He'd be the first to go. This year he probably will be. LSU minus 335 money line. That's it right there. LSU didn't look great against Louisiana Tech, but I think LSU, they kind of played down to Louisiana Tech's standard, so to speak. So I'm taking LSU minus 335. This game right here, this is the one I'm most excited for. Number 16, Texas A&M. At number 8, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's the favorite, minus 6.5. The total is 49.5. If you're betting money line, that's Notre Dame minus 245. That's Texas A&M plus 200. Texas A&M struggled to stop the run against UTSA, and they struggled defensively against Utah State's pass game. They won both games by double digits, but really and truly, they should have won both games by 30 plus. Shouldn't even have been close at any point. I have Texas A&M preseason. I had them as a SEC championship material. I had them in the SEC championship game. Am I changing my mind on that? No. I think Texas A&M plays to whoever week by week. They play to that team standard. So if A&M plays, Utah State, they're going to play down to their level. If they play Notre Dame, they're gonna rise to the occasion and play them. I don't know, man. I'm still sticking to Texas A&M being in the SEC championship. I like what they have, and as much hype as Texas, the Longhorns had behind them going into the season, and everyone's saying A&M won't be in it because of Texas. I think A&M stomps. And you say, whoa, Gridiron Gilly, that's crazy talk. You're delusional. Maybe I am. A lot can happen. God forbid Marcel Reed go down. Anything could happen. That's months away. So we're not going to talk about Texas and Texas A&M and Texas A&M winning that game by 10 plus points. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking about Texas A&M at Notre Dame. CJ Carr. It doesn't matter. Notre Dame's got a car. A&M's got a truck. In that truck, they're going to truck down the field and score points all night long. In South Bend, they're going to upset Notre Dame. Texas A&M plus 200. Money line, Texas A&M. Am I going to place that bet? No, I'm not. Am I going to bet on that game? No, I'm not. I'm going to let you tell me what you think. I just said a bunch of words, said a bunch of stuff. I meant nothing by it. I might change my mind before Saturday. I might bet on that game. And if I do bet on that game, I am going to take Texas A&M plus 200 because I've said a lot of great things about them. Because I have this flag on my wall right here. Because when I was in third grade, I had a Texas A&M blanket. I loved Texas A&M back then. I had a visor. I had a Texas A&M blanket. And people made fun of me because that was the year that Vince Young was at Texas and they won a national championship. And people said, hey, A&M's not good, bro. You need to be a Texas fan. So that hurt my feelings. But I'm back. I'm wiser. And A&M is the team to beat in the Southeastern Conference. But like I said, I'm not going to bet on this one. I'm going to let you tell me what you think. Come Saturday, I may change my mind. And if I do change my mind, Texas A&M plus 200. Money line, 100% all day, every day, and twice on Sunday, twice on Saturday, twice any day of the week. Let's get in the NFL. Seattle at Pittsburgh. Seattle, good defense, mediocre offense. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers, he's back. Pittsburgh, if you're betting on that, that's Pittsburgh minus 3. Total's 40.5 points. Money line, Pittsburgh minus 155. Seattle plus 130. Give me Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh to cover the spread. Pittsburgh minus 3. That's what I'm taking. Seattle don't have DK. Pittsburgh has DK. It's going to be a big target for Aaron Rodgers this year. Aaron Rodgers, he just beat the Jets, his former team. He's looking to have a great year and show teams that he still has it. When nobody wanted to sign him in the offseason, this is like the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour. So Pittsburgh minus 3, that's what I'm going with. Next game, Denver at Indy. Denver's the favorite minus 2.5. The total's 42.5. If you're betting money line, that's Denver minus 135. Indianapolis plus 114. Denver just beat Tennessee, turned the ball over like 4 times, didn't let Tennessee score a touchdown. Indianapolis, Daniel Jones looks like a MVP. They just beat the piss out of Miami. I said before the season, Indianapolis would either get last in the division or first in the division because they had a lot of potential behind them, but look at this one. Denver's the favorite at Indy on the road. I'm not buying it. I'm taking the Indy plus 114. I think Indy looked good this past weekend. I think, like I said, first or to last, and right now it's looking like first. So give me Indy plus 114 money line. Philadelphia at Kansas City. The Chiefs are dead. The Chiefs are done. I've said it. Kelsey could care less, it seems like. Rashee Rice, whenever he comes back, is he going to make a difference? He may. The only thing I like about Kansas City is their quarterback. Obviously, he's good. Hall of Fame candidate one day. And then their run game. I forgot the running back's name that they got. But the dude runs hard. He runs like he's pissed off about something. So that's what I like with Kansas City. Chris Jones, he's good on the defensive line. And the Chargers are a good team. That's who the Kansas City just lost to, was the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are a great team, great coach. Playoff, they'll be in the playoffs this year. But the Chiefs are dead. Kansas City Chiefs are dead. You heard it here first. This conference, the AFC, now belongs to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills and Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. One of those two teams will be in the Super Bowl. Probably win it too. So on that one, Philly at Kansas City. Philly is minus 0.5. Total's 47.5. If you're betting money line, it's Philly minus 115, Kansas City 105. Give me Philly money line. Last game that I'm going to predict, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Division game. Chargers are the favorite minus 3.5. Total's 46.5. Chargers money line minus 185. Las Vegas plus 154, I believe it says. Geno Smith, good. I think the Raiders are going to be sneaky this year. The Raiders obviously picked to finish last in that division and still might have a winning record whenever the season's over with, because they have Brock Bowers. He just had a knee. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he can recover and bounce back and play this week. They have Ashton Genty. They have Geno Smith. Max Crosby, one of the best defensive players in the game. But Justin Herbert on the other side of the ball. They got Keenan Allen back. They got Ladd McConkey. I think the Chargers will win this game. I'm going to take the Chargers money line minus 185. I think the Chargers are better than the Raiders, but since it's a divisional game, and something about whenever you play in the division, you always play tougher, play harder. It's common sense, though, because it means more. I think the Chargers win this game, but I don't think they win it by 3.5. So I'm just going to take the Chargers minus 185. That's all I want to talk about. The big story from this week in football is the Florida Gators suck, and so do the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are dead. They're done. They're over with. But that's all I got to say about that. If you disagree with anything I said, comment, and we can argue about it.